Good day. I am Paula April B. Chano, a student of Master of Development Communication, and I am here today to present my research proposal entitled Internet Usage as Perceived by Working Mothers in the Automotive Industry in Santa Rosa City, Laguna. My research objectives includes exploration of the internet consumption of working women in the automotive industry in order to determine the reasons why working women engage in internet usage, to identify the websites these women engage to establish the time spent of working women in doing internet chores, to recognize the advantages of internet usage, and to determine the factors that working women consider in assessing the reliability and truthfulness of a website's content. For my research rationale, first, let me identify the three components of my study. The first one is the Internet. The Internet, in a study conducted by We Are Social, Filipinos are the #1 social media users, with 67 million Filipinos active online, particularly on Facebook. The second component of my research proposal is the working mothers. The Philippine Commission on Women declared that in 2013, 49.8% of the working force is comprised of women, and this accounts to more than 5 million laborers in 2010. The third component of my research rationale is the automotive industry in Santa Rosa City, Laguna. In our country, which is the Philippines, Santa Rosa City, Laguna is considered the automotive capital, with Toyota, Honda, and Mitsubishi being located in this city. In an automotive industry, particularly in a manufacturing plant, 90% is comprised of the male population, while 10% are only female. Therefore, my research proposal will contribute to the body of knowledge by identifying the reason why working women engage in internet usage, the websites that they use in order to serve their internet purpose, the usual time allocation that they allocate as they go online, the perceived benefits or advantages of internet usage, and the factors that these women consider in assessing the website's reliability. In order to determine and to pursue the study, first, let me have a review of related literature. In order to go on with the study, there will be a research particularly on the introduction of the internet, on its history and development, the offerings and usage that we use for the internet, how did it landed in the Philippine shores, and the internet utilization and patterns of Filipinos. For the second part of the review of the related literature, a background of the women in the workforce, we will be defining the working women, the Philippine statistics on working women, and the statistics of working women in the Philippine automotive industry. And the last would be the correlation of working women and the internet, particularly their internet engagement and the benefits of doing online activities. For the conceptual framework, the theory that I use in my study is the domestication theory as formulated by Roger Silverstone. In his theory, he used the introduction of the television in a domestic environment, particularly in a household setting. For my study, I will be having two variables, the independent and dependent variables. Independent variables would be the working women, particularly their age, the nature of their work, their position in the company, the number of children that they have, and their financial capability. For the second independent variable, it would be the ICT tools, particularly the hardware, the internet accessibility, and the websites that they are visiting. These independent variables will be taken a look into to determine the patterns behavior of working mothers towards the use of internet. For my data gathering procedure, the research design would be a survey research design. It will be a cross-sectional survey because we will be surveying the working women in the workforce. The locale of the study would be the automotive companies in Santa Rosa City, Laguna, particularly those working in Toyota, Honda, and Mitsubishi. The respondents would be the working mothers, The sampling procedure would be a non-probability sampling because we don't need to do a sampling of the working women since it's only a small population in a manufacturing industry. The data gathering procedure would be the use of a questionnaire and a survey. And for the data analysis, we will be tabulating through graphs and charts the data or the responses that we will be getting from the respondents. This is an example of the research instrument that we will be giving out to our respondents. We will be asking them to discuss or to divulge their personal information, their internet usage and patterns, the perceived advantages that they believe they get from internet, and their behavior towards internet use. So that summarizes my proposal on my research entitled Internet Usage as Perceived by Working Mothers in the Automotive Industry in Santa Rosa City, Laguna. Thank you.